What's up, USC Trojan football fans? Come to us from Eastville, California. And tonight, my second USC Trojan football, we recap the 2025 season. We bring down the game between the USC Trojans and Georgia Southern Eagles. Let's start with points in the quarter. In the first quarter, the USC Trojans outscored the Georgia Southern Eagles 21-6, while they outscored the Georgia Southern Eagles in the second quarter 10-7. And they eventually led to leading halftime 31-13. Moving on to the second half. In the third quarter, USC Trojans outscored the Eagles 14-7. Ended up outscoring them in 3 quarters at the end of the third quarter, 3 quarters 35-20. Moving on to the fourth quarter, the USC Trojans shut out the Eagles 14-0. And the USC Trojans won to defeat the Georgia Southern Eagles 59-20. Go USC Trojans! Trojans win! They love LA. LA. Fight on! Here's the top players for the USC Trojans for tonight's game against the Georgia Southern Eagles. As you can see, USC Trojan quarterback James Marble completed 16 of 24 passes for 412 yards and 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions. While Hassan Longstreet had completed 4 of 6 passes for 34 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. In the rushing category, women joined made 16 carries for 167 yards rushing and rushing touchdown. And Kid Mayo made 3 carries for 55 yards and 1 rushing touchdowns. While Eli Sanders made 8 carries for 52 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns. And for the receiving category, Michael Lemon caught 4 passes for 458 yards and 2 touchdown catch. While Kobe Lane caught 3 passes for 91 yards and receiving touchdowns, while Walker Lyon caught 3 passes for 40 yards and receiving touchdown. And those are the top playmakers for USC Trojans tonight's game against the Georgia Southern Eagles. Here are the following comparisons between USC Trojans and Georgia Southern Eagles. USC Trojans got 30 minutes and 12 seconds worth of time possession, while the Georgia Southern Eagles got 29 minutes and 48 seconds of time possession. USC Trojans dominated the Eagles in first down 20-26, went for 5 for 9, while the Trojans went 5 for 9 for 3-down conversions, while the Eagles went for 4 for 15 for 3-down conversions. And USC Trojans didn't go for a 4th down conversion. Only the Eagles went for 2 for 3 and 4th down conversions, but the Trojans dominated the Eagles in total yards 755 to 377, and applied the passing yards 246 to 235. Yards per pace. As for yards per pace, the Trojans did good job by gaining 14.9 yards per pass, while the Eagles got 5.2 yards per pass. The Trojans carried the ball 33 times for 309 yards rushing for 4 rushing touchdowns, while the Eagles carried the ball 33 times also and 142 yards for no rushing touchdowns. But each the Trojans got 9.4 yards per rush, while the Eagles got 4.3 yards per rush. But both the Trojans and Eagles got 1 turnovers, but the Eagles got 4 sacks, was sacked 4 times, while the Trojans got no sacks. But the Trojans got penalized 8 times out of 93 yards, while the Eagles got penalized 1 time out of 1 yard. But unfortunately, the Trojans were outdone by the Eagles in total plays 63-78. Here are the defensive dominations between the Trojans and Eagles. The USC Trojans did a good job dominating the Eagles in total tackles 56-53, sackback 50-41, and shut out the Eagles in sacks 4-0, and dominating them in tackles for a loss 82. But it's outdone by the Eagles and pass defended 2-1, but shut out the Eagles in interceptions 1-0, but shut out by the Eagles in forced fumble 1-0. And with no defensive return touchdown for the Trojans and Eagles. Here are the USC Trojans takeaways. USC Trojans have started the 2025 college football season 2-0 and single-handedly defeated the Georgia Southern Eagles thanks to James Marbles, who ended up throwing a career high of 412 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, including the offense that gained 255 total yards. USC did a good job dominating the Georgia Southern Eagles in time possession, first down, conversion, total yards, yard per pass, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, and yard per rush. But the Trojans and the Eagles were deadlocked in carries. Not only that, the Trojans were outdone by the Georgia Southern Eagles in fourth down conversion and total plays. But at least the Trojans did a great job dominating the Georgia Southern Eagles in 71% of the defensive categories in week 2. The 3 USC Trojan running were able to work together combined for 27 carries for 274 yards rushing and scored 4 rushing touchdowns, while the 3 USC Trojan wide receivers combined to catch 9 passes for 289 yards receiving and they scored 4 touchdowns. Here's how Zane Marble did so far, including today's game. Zane Marble not only did a great job being consistent with the ball, throwing for clear yards and 4 touchdowns, 1 sections. But he also threw for 707 yards passing and 6 touchdowns, no interceptions through the first 2 games of the 2025 season, too. Hopefully, it'll be enough for the USC to move back up in the AP 25 rankings, in order for them to remain in contention for the college football playoffs for first-time school history. But at least the USC children did a good job having the highest scoring games for the first 2 games of the season. We get SPS in points per game so far. Moving on. Here's the USC Trojan football highlight of the game. In the third quarter, women joined one for a 36-yard touchdown to help the USC Trojans extend the lead to 30-13 in the third quarter. Moving on to the fourth quarter, King Mill won for a 41-yard touchdown to help the USC Trojans extend the lead to 58-20 in the fourth quarter before settling for an extra point. And that's how the Trojans remained victorious in tonight's game against the Georgia Southern Eagles. My next USC Trojan football will be a recap of the 2025 season will be on September 13, 2025 is next Saturday. But the first game for USC Trojans of the season in Big Ten play will go head-to-head against Purdue Boilermakers. And game will be on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. Recap will be live on Facebook later tonight, later that night on that day. Hopefully the USC Trojans will start the season 3-0. Hopefully it'll be enough to contain the Purdue Boilermakers. Before I end this video recap, I'd like to give this USC Trojans theme song. Dun dun, nah, 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 nah. Let's end and watch this. This is my USC Trojan football recap of the 2025 season. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next week. I'll do another edition of my USC Trojan football recap. We can end this video with Go USC Trojans! Trojans win! And love LA. Bye on. Anyways, peace out, USC Trojan football fans. See you soon.